secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today, we're going to be talking about how to make Anthony Edwards exact build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as liking the video puts the video to the recommended, and of course, subscribing puts you notified for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So again, Anthony Edwards has been going extremely crazy. This is definitely his breakout year. You know, we all knew how talented he was, but we didn't know that he was going to be a perennial all-pro MVP candidate carrying the Timberwolves as the #1 seed in the West. Like, I mean, come on, like, he's really stepped it up. And so I thought it would be a good opportunity to bring him in, but there's a couple of things I want to point out first to make you show you how difficult he's going to be. It's really because the builder has us so limited. He's 6'4", so that's really going to limit us because I do want to keep him at 6'4". And we all know 6'6", 6'8", and all that would have made it better. For some reason, I thought he was 6'6". I'm like, yo, like 6'6", it's going to be crazy. We're going to make a crazy build. Nah, he's 6'4". So that's going to be something to have to look at. But as you see here, driving layup to 94. He has a 50 standing dunk, so he can get those basic standing dunks. The 90 driving dunk is really absurd. 80 close shot, 94 mid-range, 83 three ball. Like, that combination alone right there just makes it very difficult. Then again, when you come here to the ball handle, 86, 83, 74, that's manageable, but the shooting and finishing already makes it difficult. And then we come down to his defense. His defense isn't the greatest, but it's the perimeter at the 83 that makes it tough. Okay, so just think about what we have here. Then he has a 59 steal. I'm like, yo, he's one attribute all from interceptor. Should we go for that? You know, there's some questions there that I had. And then we go over here and look at the badges. You know, there's going to be, he has 32 total. A lot of it's going to be finishing, of course, gold posterizer, which again is a head scratcher because in order to get gold posterizer, what? You need a 93 driving dunk. He only has a 90. So it lets you see NBA players, they just get badges just to get them. Precision dunker, you know, he has catch and shoot, fearless finisher, mini musician. He has some really, really crazy badges. And again, he has a 94 mid-range, but he only has mini musician on silver. So it's, again, you know, like there's some pros and cons to all this, but we're going to fix it. We're going to figure it out. Let's head over to the My Player Builder right now, and let's make Ant Edwards. All right, my nephews and nieces, so let's hop right into it. So obviously Ant, he's right-handed. He's number 5 this year. He was number 1, but he's number 5 now. He's shooting guard. Remember, he was 6'4". He was 222 pounds. I went maxed out on his wingspan, all right? And now let's just go ahead and go over the physicals first, all right? So the physicals, we're going to go ahead and do what we always do. Just make sure we get to certain badges that we're trying to get. So 81 speed, we know that's going to be for the speed booster on silver. We want to get that 73. That's going to be the blow-bys on silver. We go 65 strength to be able to get the fearless finisher. We go 78 vert to make sure we get all the contact dunks that we're trying to get. And then we go 95 on the stamina to get the handles for days in the 94 feet, all right? Then when we come up here is this. Very, very, like I said, there's a lot to interpret here, but we're going to go 91 on the driving layup, okay? So he has a 94, but I went 91. I say, whatever, man. Let's just go ahead and get that Slithery. I know Slithery is a really good badge, so I always try to get at least gold, so I did that. Now, I thought about going 93 on the driving dunk, right? But it required to get the vert 1085 and all this other stuff. So I said, you know what? Nah, let's go ahead and go 90 like he has it. By going 90, so a lot of you might be like, well, why not just go 89? Because that's to get you one-hand pro contact dunks. Well, by going 90, it gives you the straight arm tomahawk. So that is something that you should strive to get if you can get it. So we'll do that, okay? So then when I went my standing dunk, I went 45 on the standing dunk because he had a 50, but we'll go 45 to get all those basic standing dunk animations, okay? Now, he did have post control. Now, this is something where, again, I'm going to start telling you, you can take this off or keep it on if you want. I went ahead and went 65 on the post control because he does have post, and I felt like, okay, hey, we're going to make an Ant build. We're going to give him the post that he does because he does work in the post, and he has developed a really lethal fadeaway Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan-esque. I'm not trying to say it's the same tier of like, you know, he's hitting it like that. But if you looked at the game he did yesterday, he did 3 of them. Right there in the post, little shoulder shimmy, right over his shooting hand, boom, knocked down 3 fade from post fades. I'm like, dang, he really is utilizing the post game. Very, very good post game that he's utilizing. Now we go to the shooting. I went 77 on both, okay? So this is where it's going to become up to interpretation. Once the build is complete, then you can tell yourself, well, where are you going to take away stuff at? Remember, he's only 6'4". If you were 6'6", we might be able to do more, but how you going to make an ant build and make him 2-3 inches taller than what he really is, okay? So I went 77 because I felt like this was good enough for me as far as what I want to do to be able to shoot consistently in the mid-range and the three-point shot. I mean, as you see right here, I get a lot of silver badges that I want. Remember, he only has Mini Magician on silver, so even though he had a 94 mid-range and an 83 three-ball, I still feel like I can still play like Ant with a 77 in the 77 mid-ranges and three-point shot and hit my shots consistently. But it's up to you to decide whether or not that's something that you can do. Remember, he had catch and shoot on silver. You get it. So it's funny that a lot of the badges that he has, you actually have on the player, right? It's just his ratings are so much higher, okay? Then I went 80 on the free throw because I wanted to make sure I can hit my free throws really strong here. So I did that, right? His pass accuracy was a 74. I went 75. His ball handle was an 86. I just went 85, all right, to get those elite dribble animations. He had an 83 speed with ball. I just went 75 speed with ball, okay? I thought about going 77 to be able to get the triple strike on gold, but it just couldn't do it, you know, not at this height, especially because I was trying to put the defense in. Now, this is where things you can get creative at. You see right now you're 95. You could literally do what I do and just skip all this and then go ahead and get your mid-range up and all that and have no defense. Especially if you play a lot of rec. You don't need it, right? Now, Ant does have an 83 perimeter, and that's it. Everything else is in the 50s, 30s, and 20s. Like, he doesn't have anything else. So what I did was I was like, all right, cool, let me do this. I'll go 76 on the perimeter defense, right? That'll give me all the bronze badges and that type of deal. There's no way possible we're going 80-something on that, right? 80, right? Well, you could, right? Or you can do what I'm doing right here. 76, then let's go 60 on the steal just to get the interceptor, right? Now, he had a 50 block, but what's the purpose of going 50 block? Remember, having a 50 block does nothing, right? Unless you get the actual animation. So then I said, all right, bunk it. Let's just go all the way up to 68, right? Now we go 68, all right? And now we do get that chase down, all right? So we get the chase down, and we go 44 here. We get that chase down. Then I was like, all right, cool. We'll go 60 on the defensive rebound because he had a 62 defensive. So I went 60. He had a 39 offensive. So I went 40 on the offensive. So this is what I ended up doing. I ended up going ahead and giving him a chase down block. I boosted up his block to get the chase down from a 50 to a 68. Now, what you could do is take away your defensive, your offensive rebound, your block, and your steal and push this all the way up to an 83, right? Or you can do it like this, or you can go no defense and push up your shooting, right? And regardless, no one's going to say this is not an Ant build, right? Because at the end of the day, we know where we're limited with the builder, so you can decide what you want to do. Have a little bit of defense or no defense. And then if you decide to have no defense, just put it all in your shooting, your mid-range, to get the high 80s and 90s or whatever you want. Or you can take away your steal, block, offensive, defensive rebound, and just push this up to like an 85 and get the silver clamps and that type of deal. But you really have some choices, and it's not really a right or wrong answer here. It's all about how you want to play it, all right? But at the end of the day, this one comes out as a slashing threat. We already know he was a two-way walking bucket. We're not going to be able to get two-way walking bucket, all right? But you still see right here, you get Ant as a shades of, and you come up with the slashing threat name, which is a good name, rare name. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the build. What would you change differently? But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.